What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning to another episode of Right on Cue Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Logan Chestnut, Small Batch Barbecue. Man, joining me tonight was, once again, man, I'm by myself. It's been a minute, guys. Sorry for the long delay. I know you missed me over these last few weeks. Man, I tell you what, the American Roll, it's a bigger deal than I anticipated. What's up, man? Thank you so much, TNS. Man, yeah, so the American Royal threw me off because it took me time to prepare for it, and then the Royal, and then driving all night. Dude, you do not want my ugly butt on this with 0 hours sleep. You probably would, actually. You'd probably enjoy the comments because who knows what I'd say. But no, man, that was fun. I had a blast at the Royal. It's my first time. So we had, no rain, so that was great. A little chilly. It was a little cold. And there was some vegan judges that, we ran into, but, it happens. It happens. But congratulations to our dear friends, Jason at Can Country Outlaws on, the perfect, as he likes to say. And for his first place brisket on the Invitational. And then, obviously, congratulations to our dear friend Paul and Lynn from Rooters and Tutors. It's been long overdue, who are now officially world champions. So that was a blast. Funny story. So I was talking to Paul and Lynn. It was the morning of the Invitation. I was showing a friend of mine their kind of setup because that's kind of the rig I'm looking at. It's beautiful and awesome. It's the Outlaw Express. If you guys ever see those and know what those are, but I was talking to him and we were joking around, and I was talking to Paul. I was like, Lynn said, I just want to wear the cape and crown. And Paul was laughing. She goes, now if I win, I'm gonna jump off and you're gonna catch me. I was like, oh yeah, I was just kidding. I was like, oh yeah, I'll catch you. We'll do the dirty dancing to pick you up and spin you around moment. And lo and behold, they won it, and she was serious. So I was like, oh crap, I can't feel my arms, but I'll try to catch her. So she jumped off stage, and that was hilarious. But I love those guys. Like I said, they've been world champions to me for a long time, but now they're officially world champions. So big shout out to them. Super proud of you guys. And yeah, the next day, that night we did the parties. So like, it was my first time at the Royal. And I was trying to experience it all. I was walking around seeing everybody. Shout out Smitty Loon Booty. Love seeing you. Roman Q. I met some awesome people from New Zealand. Awesome. Gabe, Smoking Volts. He's killed it. Chicken King of the world. But man, it was just great seeing a lot of the barbecue community who I don't get to see very often throughout the year. I got to meet talked to Tim Shear, the second tallest man in barbecue behind me. But yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. My feet are exhausted because it's funny, you would think I would have gone to a NASCAR track before. That was actually my first NASCAR experience. Like, I've never been to a NASCAR race. And like going inside the track, it's crazy how massive that place is. And they only use it for 2 weekends a year. And I was like, that's just crazy. It's crazy. But no, definitely looking forward to going to it next year. Definitely going to be on my list moving forward. And maybe next year we can get one of those pretty little square trophies. Although we did get a rib call second day. So the ribbon, shout out Cotton from Cotton Barbecue. He cooked some beautiful ribs, and we actually got six bones in a box, like straight. And that never happens to me. I never get, it's always like 5 and 1 to show bone, or 8 or 4 and 4. But we actually got 6 somehow. We cooked 5 racks, and 4 of them were garbage, and then the 5th one was perfect. And we cut it, and it fit just perfectly, 6 in a row in a box. So it turned out awesome, and the judges seemed to like it. So that was cool getting the call. So it was a great all around experience. The drive back and the awards was a different story. That was so cold and so long. But no. Anyways, I'm over here rambling, but guys, like I said, I'm excited for our guests. And I actually met this gentleman here at the American Royal, hanging out at our friends from Wisconsin, Smoking Woods products, and this guy was cooking up some mean food. I mean, they were doing some presentations all day long, and obviously I saw free food, so I want to mosey over there and introduce myself to some people and hang out and see what these guys are about, because they have some really cool grills and really kind of a cool setup, and they're just awesome guys and welcome me over there. So I was happy to meet them. But yeah, man. So the guy, like I said, fantastic guy, fantastic message, and even a better organization. Like I said, I'm very excited to have him on, talk to him, and without further ado, let's bring on the Smoking Pastor. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man?
I like you're wearing the proper colors for Indiana boy, the blue.
I knew the blue and white. They had to go that Kentucky color.
Yeah, go Cats, baby, go Cats.
Yeah. See, no. I'm a Kentucky basketball guy. I'm a burnt orange Longhorn, so I'm kind of licking some wounds this weekend. So.
That's right. Are you originally from Kentucky, or
I was born in Pikeville.
That's right.
Eastern Kentucky, and then we moved to Houston, Texas. So Texas Longhorn.
That's fair. Yeah. I'll give it a pass. I usually give people crap whenever they're like, I'm a Duke basketball fan and an Alabama football fan. I'm like, no, you're not. That's not right.
I paid the money. I went to Patino's camp as a kid, man. I was there.
Oh, dude, yeah, you're the OG one before he betrayed us.
Before he betrayed us, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'm still not salty. I'm not bitter, salty.
No.
I think I finally forgiven him, but it took me a solid 10 years before I.
So my dad graduated from Louisville, so that's really why I was a big Kentucky fan early. Is I was like, I'm just going to take my dad off. He's good. Like that's the legit story.
That's hilarious. It's like my dad's a huge Green Bay Packers fan, and I cheering it for everybody but the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
I'm a Titans fan, but I don't think we play football. Me
too. I'm a Titans fan. Vince Young.
Are you?
Because the Longhorn. And so I lived in Houston for the Oilers.
Sure.
So like Warren Moon. So then when they left and betrayed Houston, they went to. So I just moved to Tennessee though.
So we just know pain. All we know is pain.
Exactly. Yep.
Titan football, Kentucky football is just sad. There's not a first down between them. But no, man. Like I said, thank you so much for coming on the show, man. I truly appreciate it. Like I said, meeting you at the Royal was fantastic. I had a blast with you, all you guys over there. And dude, that place. So was that your first Royal?
Yeah, it was. So I've had a crazy couple of weeks. Like I've always been in the barbecue scene, but never the big stuff. And I did a World Food Championship 3 weeks ago now, and here in Indy, and cooked for Yoder there. And then 2 weeks later, I'm at the Royal. I'm like, man, this is insane.
Yeah. I mean, it's I don't know. It's weird. It's fun. It's overwhelming at some points.
Yeah.
Because you got the mix of the big corporate parties that are there, and then you got all these pit masters, and it's the who's who of barbecue. That everybody you've ever heard of and ever seen on YouTube or TV is there, and we're all just hanging out and having a good time and freezing our butts off.
And I was like, my feet are still cold from that event, like legit. But yeah, I mean, I got to cook with Miss Tootsie. Like, how cool is that? Like, that's a bucket list. Like,
dude,
yeah.
Here's the I met her, and I didn't have my phone on me.
Dude.
I didn't. You don't understand how mad I am. Like, I'm building a house now, and in the dining room it's kind of moody, and I'm doing black and white pictures of pit masters, and Miss Tootsie opening a pit is one of my pictures. So she's going to be in my dining room forever.
So I took a picture of her in front of a Yoder smoker, and I sent it. I got to remember to send it to Joe, the CEO of Yoder. I got to send it to him and be like, "Hey, Miss Tootsie in front of a Yoder, man, that's pretty sweet."
I mean, isn't she so sweet? And she was. She don't know how big of a deal she is. No. I think she's finally realizing it. But yeah, everybody loves Miss Tootsie.
So funny story from that. Like, I don't know if you saw. So we were hanging all kinds of vegetables and fruit and stuff off of spindles, and so big Jake, big guy, popular dude, Big Jake and I are standing there, and we're trying to shove this whole pineapple inside of a chicken to hang it, and we're fighting the stupid leaves on top, and she's like, "Now boys, why don't you all just wrap that whole thing in foil and it'll slide right through?" And I'm like, "Have you done this before?" She goes, "No, but it just makes sense." And I'm like, "Only Tootsie, like just go up nonchalant." Yeah, it just makes sense. Yes, ma'am. And guess what? It went straight through.
That's why she's a goat. You just say, if she tells you something, you say, "Yes, ma'am," you listen.
Yep. And you do it. Yep.
Yeah. I was like, when I grow up, I want to be just like her. Like I want to be one of those guys that I can like. She can literally put her hand over the pit and be like, "It's about 290." I need to be. I'm like, that's just all they do it differently down there. But no, man. So for people who don't know you, kind of give us a little brief intro about who you are and what you're about.
Yeah. So my name's Jordan. I've just been a smoking pastor for the last, I don't know, probably 8 years. Obviously, I've been a pastor for 20 years, and really right around COVID, I started posting videos. You know, everybody's got that COVID story. I started posting videos, and man, I really got sick and almost died of COVID. And that kind of really in that time, like, I was like, man, let's reevaluate life. Like, I'm working a lot, really stressing out a lot. And barbecue was therapy for me. So I talk about, like, for that period of time, it was joy outside my job, full-time day job, and barbecue was just therapy for me. And then it turned into, we started doing a little bit of catering, and my wife's like, you got to quit giving crap away. Like, you're catering for free every day. And I'm like, she goes, or why don't you, if this is what you want to do, why don't you start a nonprofit? And so we started a nonprofit called the Smoking Pastor Project, started doing free food events. That's how we started. The goal was just feed people for free, do pop-up events. I've been able to cook with some really cool people, some high-end events, and pop up in like homeless shelters, those kind of things. And man, over the last like 2 years, it's just been wearing me out. And so one of the guys on our board, on our nonprofit board, was like, dude, like, you can't keep doing this. What do we do? And I was like, man, I don't know. Let me get away for a little bit and just kind of reevaluate what we're doing. And I came back to him, and he's like, what'd you come up with? And I said, I don't know, but I think I'm supposed to be the largest producer of fully cooked, prepackaged meat for food pantries. And he's like, that I can get behind. And since that day, that's what we're doing. So we cook up to 10,000 pounds a month, even while I'm still full-time working, and put them in food pantries for free. So we vacuum seal some. A lot of what we do is full meal prep, like healthy meal prep, trying to put healthy meat in food pantries. Man, it's no secret what the last little bit's been for SNAP benefits and all those kind of things. But even before that, I've been doing a lot of interviews with people and talking about, like, all that's done is just elevated it. It's just been brought it to light. But the food insecurity network across our nation has been really big for a while. The most expensive thing for a food pantry is meat. Man, I go in food pantries all the time, and what they have is like dog grade crap. I mean, literally, it's perforated chicken, if that even makes sense. It's like what they've ground out is what's left, and that's the byproduct that they're putting in food pantries. And so we're the opposite. I'm putting smoked brisket in food pantries. I'm putting chicken and ribs and pulled pork and those kind of things in food pantries, because I want to offer my neighbors the best, not the worst. Especially a lot of them, it's not the typical person that's just living on welfare. It's the person that's lost their job. It's the person that's husband committed suicide and now their freezer's empty. And I want to say, hey, like, I want to fill your freezer and give you food for the week through a pantry. So we have on our website, smokingpastorproject.com, we have for our local area right now, we have an area that's like nominate to nourish nominate button. And we get those kind of stories. Like, somebody's like, man, we had a house fire, and I know I have a friend that has been through that. Will you help them? And so we'll fill those kind of freezers. And so what we're doing is crowd vacuum meat as much as we can, doing a lot of meal prep and getting it out the door for free. And so my goal is to be the largest producer. So I'm trying to come up with a nationwide model. I love the barbecue community. And so, I mean, Logan, guys like you could have a Smoking Pastor Project facility or area, or be one of our reps in your area. And all you're doing is going and putting meat in food pantries. And that's just connecting. And I've also seen the barbecue comp side of how much food waste there is. I mean, I've been at the comps where we've cooked a whole pig to pull out a money muscle, like, literally. And you're like, man, the barbecue community has a lot of waste. I mean, World Food Championship, we literally had a semi truck that went down to a food pantry here in Indy. And so I'm all about, like, well, how can we recreate meals out of meat from these kind of events and get them out the door?
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, with the hobby that we have, it's a huge amount of waste. And, to a certain, and, it kind of hurts me to a certain degree, but I mean, you are out there to try to present the best product, and it is what it is. But the byproducts, we usually give them away, or I know a lot of people are trying to facilitate somehow to take those and, like, feed the jail or feed the homeless shelters and stuff like that with that. Because I mean, the meats that we cook at these barbecue camps are the grade A prime, best of the best quality. So I mean, that's a good way to refacilitate those the food there. So a little bit about, I mean, your background, you're in a ministry for, you said 20 years?
20 years, yeah. So kids ministry. I've been a kids pastor for 20 years, not the big dog pastor. I don't want that stuff.
I know, but so you're in a kids ministry for 20 years, which is fantastic. Thank you so much for all your service. And then this, barbecue is kind of like all the rest of us. You don't have a full-time job, and a barbecue is kind of just our therapy. The longer, I'm sure you're like me, like you're a little pyromaniac, a little closet pyromaniac, and like the longer the cooks is, the better.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I love sitting out there and just doing those long smokes and just chill and just relax and look at stuff. I mean, it's just like therapy, like you said. But for transitioning from that to what you're doing, though, I mean, that's a big jump. Just trying to facilitate. I mean, a lot of stuff, I'm sure the hardest part's like logistics wise. I mean, logistics has got to be a huge issue for you.
Well, logistics, and like, dude, March 1st, I don't know how I'm getting paid. Like, I've always worked for other nonprofits, for churches. Like, I don't know how I'm getting paid in 90 days or whatever it is. Like, and I'm not stressing, but I'm getting a little worried. But like, what it's done is it's logistics of, I've got to find a warehouse. I need a bigger smoker like today. I need more sponsors to help do what we're doing. And it's like, I've not been good. I mean, just is on me of like, I've not been a good guy at just asking. Like, I'm one of those guys that tries to probably be overly humble in some weird way. Like, I don't need help, but dude, I freaking need some help right now. Like, I'm to the point of money is it gets tighter and tighter. My wife and I literally, for the first year we ran Smoke a Pastor Project, we funded it ourselves. And what that's done is really just put a deficit for us. Now, I mean, it's not bad, but it's like my life, blood, sweat, and tears and savings is in this, because I just got tired of watching people be hungry. And so we've put everything into it. And what that did was prove the concept. I was like, I'm willing to sacrifice me and our money and our finances and our life, like not do vacations, not do the extras, and say, is this going to work? And now we've proven the concept that like food pantries are calling out of the woodwork, like, hey, like, can you help us? Because not only what we do is the meat going in the pantry, but if a food pantry is so Saturday morning, we have a local food pantry that is, they're going to have like free legal services and a bunch of other crap going on to where they're giving away. I will do brisket breakfast burritos at this food pantry. And so while these people are waiting for legal services for 2 hours, they're going to get a hot meal, because while they're sitting there waiting on groceries to be packed, something that's cold, it's going to be in their freezer. I want to make sure they get some hot food. And so that's part of what we do. And it's just, and seeing that, our whole thing is craft and smiles one bite at a time, like seeing that smile on a face, or, in a couple of weeks, getting closer to Christmas, we'll make Christmas pancakes for kids. I mean, that's the best.
I mean, it's music and food. Something about those two things, like, just touch people, and it's almost at a spiritual level sometimes. Like, if you're really cold and you eat something like that's like a nice hot, like, soulful food, it hits different, and I know those people, like, so are definitely appreciative, because like my mom was a teacher forever, and she would tell me that a lot of the kids, because I'm from a small town. And a lot of the kids that went there, they got the free lunch stuff, and a lot of kids that was the only food they got the whole day was the food that they had received at school. So it's, and like you said, it's not just not homeless, but not only homeless people. I mean, it's people like in the situations that you have. I mean, life happens, and times now are tough. I mean, groceries, good Lord. Like a $300 grocery bill is nothing anymore. I mean, that used to be like a Thanksgiving grocery cart. That's like 3 carts full and stuff like that. Like, now $300. I mean, it's like, where's the meat? I mean,
I have an 18-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 9-year-old. Dude, we're like $4.50 a week. Like, it's crazy.
I was gonna say like $300,
7 gallons of milk.
I know it's crazy. Like, I just don't understand how the food pricing is just skyrocketed, and it's not in the healthy foods. Like, if you're trying to eat healthy, I mean, that's even more expensive. Like, I'm not getting steak and stuff. I'm trying to just get I'm guilty about, I use some of my, being sponsored by some of these sponsors I'm part of. I mean, I use that for some of the groceries sometimes. I use those coupons I got, and I'm using it for.
I'm always looking for, can I do a video for this?
Yeah. I mean, hey, you were doing the charity work and stuff like that. That's another thing. Like, I know you said you're, humble, but I know, but the biggest part of that is going out there and like, hey, I need this, I mean, once you get to a certain size, which is you're getting to, and you're making the right connections, like, you gotta ask for it. I know that's awkward for a lot of people, but the good it does, and a lot of these companies, they have to spend their money somewhere for Uncle Sam, so might as well.
And I tell you, like, what's been crazy is, like, I mean, for me, TikTok has been the thing. TikTok has really just changed my life. It sounds weird, but like I'm pretty old dude for TikTok to change my life. But like, it brought me sponsorships. Like I've always just half done social media, not done well at it. Couldn't get Instagram to grow or anything. And I started doing TikTok in April, and there's like a cool barbecue network on TikTok, and they have just blown my stuff up. And I've had dudes drive from an hour and a half away to bring me a smoker. I'm going to pick up a smoker. I was telling you earlier, I'm going to pick up a smoker on Wednesday, an hour and a half away. The dude's let me have probably a $40,000 smoker to use for like the next 2 weeks, because I got to hammer out so many turkeys. Like, but that's all because of social media. Me getting sponsored by certain companies, all because of social media. And so finally, I've been like, hey, this is what I need.
Yeah, no, it's funny. I tell my wife all the time, like, anywhere I go in the country, I can have food delivered and I can have a smoker there. That's just the barbecue community. It's and like you said, the guys dropping off. I mean, our smokers aren't cheap. Nothing. All these grills are not cheap, and like, but it's nothing for somebody to be like, hey, here's my 1,000-gallon smoker. Just bring it back to me, or here's my $40,000 Southern Pride smoker or something like that. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. The barbecue community it's really, really great people, and we definitely love to come together to help people out, especially if we can. But so what has been your biggest challenge as far? I know I'm obviously raising funds. That's always going to be your number one challenge. But is it like finding organizations? Like, are you primarily just in the Indianapolis, Indiana area at this point, and then you're looking to venture out?
Now. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get what I want to do is get a really good model. I want to get a good model set in stone, and then partner with other organizations. So like Operation Barbecue. I mean, they're hitting the ground running when there's a big disaster, but like, what do they have that's sitting 300 days of the year when there's not a hurricane or those kind of things? Like, I just get tired of, like, so many years in ministry for me has seen so many nonprofits all trying to do the same thing, but only half doing any of it right. And so I love partnering with other people. Like, you're going to do a backpack drive. Don't give the kids a stinking hot dog and a bag of chips. Let me come in and knock out the food, like those kind of things. And oh, you want to do I cooked a couple weeks ago for the WNBA when they were here for their All-Star weekend. It was like, we cooked almost 4,000 girls. Like, they were doing these basketball skills camps. And I was like, what were you all going to do for food if we didn't show up? And they're like, I don't know, probably bags of chips and like, snack foods. And I'm like, so we hid smoked chicken and brisket in Texas toast, 3 different kinds of cheese, garlic butter, like big old juicy, grilled cheese. And the girls were like, this is the best thing ever. And you don't know when the last time those young girls in a pretty poverty-stricken neighborhood had protein in their bellies. And so, like, that's what I'm trying to do. And that love language of food speaks everywhere. And so our goal obviously is to be nationwide. So, I mean, I would say any networking is what I'm striving for, because I think that's where the barbecue community shows up and shows out. And with sponsors, that's the biggest hindrance probably, is I can only do what I can do. We try to do 10,000 pounds a month. There's months that we get 5,000. There's months that we hit 12,000. But I'm only limited by time and finances, and the time thing I've got taken care of as of March 1st. It's the finances, but now I've got to find a bigger smoker. I'm trying to cook all that on a Lone Star pellet and 2 Yoders. I've got 9 smokers in my backyard. Sometimes all 9 of those are running. It's crazy, but I need a bigger smoker. But the problem is, like, I'm one of those guys that I think what I was going to say is, like, I think guys that have came and helped me have helped me because they realize, and they jump in rooms and say, like, this dude's really doing it. Like, we watch him. Every dollar that comes in goes out the door in free food. I'm not paying myself. I'm not paying anything. I drive a 2007 F-150. Like, I ain't living high and mighty. Like, and so I think that has shown that, like, guys have came and helped me, and they've seen, like, how much effort we're putting in this stuff. And so that's been big. It's been crazy. Like, we had a $130,000 food trailer that was loaned to us a year and a half ago, and it was stolen overnight one night. And like, I'm still trying to recover that. Like, it's been knock after knock, but, like, man, on the same tune on the opposite side, like, I was trying to run a food truck. Like, that was stupid. Like, that being stolen was kind of one of the best things that ever happened to me. Not in the way I thought it was. I thought, like, some dude was going to pop in and be like, here's $1 million. That didn't happen. But more of my mind, like, God's like, hey, quit playing in the food truck game. That's not what I want you in. I want you in the meal prep game. So
yeah. That's sad somebody did that, but you talk about Operation Barbecue Relief. I mean, have you ever seen one of their like setups on like when they go into cities like it? Like I was part of that, and it's such impressive feat of how they can mobilize and get food out to that point. I mean, have you kind of reached out to those people? I mean, because obviously they know the corporate game and also the mobilization, like the logistics game. I mean, that's they're fantastic for events, but you're there day to day. I mean, I think that would be a fantastic partner between the two.
Yeah, and that's what I've met with their like state reps here, and so they're hoping to get me in connected with the bigger guys, and that's where I'm starting. Like those are the kind of investments in time that's you got to take. I need to drive down there and be like, hey, like here's what I'm trying to do, and I think that's where it goes back to like everybody's got to partner together. So I'm going down to the big food pantries here and be like, I can't supply your needs right now. You need 10,000 pounds a week. But what can I do today that'll help me get there? And so asking those questions,
Dude, I would think it's so sad. You see some of these major food chains like the Publix and the Kroger's and the Hy-Vee. Is that the Texas one?
Yeah, that's a Texas one. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I mean,
Louisiana, maybe.
Something like that. But the amount of waste that like the major chains do, I mean, could literally fill up semi trucks on a weekly basis. And like, I would love to see something like that go to an organization like you to use the products and they're just going to throw it away anyways. And it's crazy the food waste it's in this country, not just in barbecue in general. It's criminal.
And you think about like smoking meat, it extends that shelf life so much. If somebody gives me 10 briskets today that are all in date as today, and I throw those on the smoker tonight, then now we have 6 months of frozen meat that I can guarantee is going to stay fresh for somebody,
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. So do you, like you said, how do you prepare this meat? Like you said, you cryovac a lot of it, or
we cryovac some of it. Some food pantries can take it cryovac. Some food pantries can't. Depends on if they're FDA certified facilities. If they are, we can't touch anything. What we do is we put them in meal prep containers or Ziploc bags. That way we're not cryovacking. So that's my next big thing is I'm trying to move into a warehouse with a FDA certified facility. The problem is, I don't know if you know how that works. If you are FDA facility, you have to have an FDA inspector on site 24 hours. And I can't fund myself, let alone an FDA inspector. Yeah. So we're trying to work on some partnerships with some commercial kitchens. What I've realized is like, I thought I had to have this cryovac crap. Like I don't. What's working really well right now is these meal prep containers, just like you would get. If any of you out there buy meal prep at a local place and it stays in your fridge or freezer and you have lunches for the week, like that's part of it. Like the same way we can do 1, 3, and 5 pound containers of shredded chicken, pulled pork. And we're really just seasoning with a lot of salt, pepper, garlic, or we're seasoning with any seasoning that's sent to us. So like if you all know seasoning companies, it's a great way to get their name out there. So a lot of small batch companies send us stuff and we put that on. So this month is, it's whoever, some Sucklebusters just sent us some stuff, or Sweet Smoke Q just sent me a whole pallet of stuff. Whiskey Bent is taking care of all these turkeys I'm getting ready to do. And I'll put on the packaging like, hey, thank you, Whiskey Bent. A little shout out to them. Like Whiskey Bent is paying for 250 turkeys to be brined and seasoned out of my kitchen in the next 10 days. Like, yes, I will shout you out. It literally should be 125 pounds of powder brine. So
that 125 pounds of what? Cattle produce?
Brine, powdered
brine. Got you.
But like they had to do the math for me. They're like, you need a crap ton. I'm like, yeah. Chad's like, you need a lot. I'm like, yeah. He goes, like, this is freight level.
So how are you gonna? All right, I don't know how you're gonna brine these turkeys. You can get a kiddie pool and fill it up and dump.
50. I thought about that because I have a pool. I'm like, I'm 55 gallon drums is what I've decided to do. So I think if my math's right, 7 55-gallon drums will hold 110 turkeys. I'm gonna have to do that over the course of 4 days. So hence why I need a bigger commercial kitchen. So,
no joke.
Just the problem is not brining them or cooking them. The problem is storing them frozen. Because they have to. So the way the food pantry world works is something has to be. So like for me to do, we just did 6,000 pounds of chicken a few weeks ago. I have to have that frozen for 48 hours before it can leave our facility and go in a food pantry. That's the way like they know it's food safe. It's been frozen for that long. So I got to store chickens and full turkeys 48 hours. So
before, yeah, I mean, yeah, because you definitely need a walk-in freezer for something of that magnitude. I'm trying to think of, like, I'm a business guy in my head. I'm trying to think of all the logistics and everything that, like, would go into your kind of operation. It just, I mean, that's astronomical.
It's
all
crazy.
the little stuff, and you're just, I'm sure, you have a background of commercial kitchens or something like this, so you're kind of learning as you go.
I'm learning as we go. Luckily, my wife was in catering at big companies for a while before she got out of that. So she bosses me around pretty well. So
that's good. Mine does too.
Yeah,
mine does too.
You got to. Yeah, I'd be a mess, man. I'm no details, no organization. I'm just fun.
Yeah. No, man. So I definitely want to come back to that, but I want to kind of talk on the lighter side of this, man. So you're a barbecue guy like myself. You yourself have a Lone Star Grill. I'm a big Lone Star fanboy, big fan of theirs. And you're a pellet fan, because us pellet boys, we get a lot of hate. And I always say, man, a pellet rib it's a really pretty rib. It's a really good rib, and especially the Lone Star and the higher end pellet grills. I mean, they're every bit as much as smoke and stuff as you get on the offset, I feel like.
100%. And I run a high percentage of chips through mine, like 60% probably.
You run a good so you do run a mix of chips with the pellets.
Yep.
Have you ever tried the charcoal pellets in the Lone Star? I never did that.
Yep. Man, I run all three. So my mix is usually like a 50% chip, 25% charcoal pellets, 25% regular pellets.
I got you. See, I used the Lone Star pellet, or I had a Lone Star pellet cabinet on my barbecue trailer, competition trailer, and I think I was the first one in the country to have one mounted on the trailer. But dude, those things hold some weight, because I've had a CTO, and I think those things, they hold more. There's more room. I call it the meat locker, because there's more space. It's crazy the space that are in those things. But I remember Chris, he came out with, he said, it's even temperature all the way around. No, it's not.
Not when I put 32 butts in there a lot. You got to rotate.
Dude, yeah, I know. There's hot spots, but 30. I'm glad you said that 32 butts, because I lent my my trailer with a cabinet to a guy that it was doing some charity stuff. I'm like, yeah, you can use my. He needed more space, and he used it, and he cooked, I think, 32 butts or something crazy like that. And dude, I turned it on the next day, and he dropped it back off, and I turned it back on the next day. I was going to go to a comp, and dude, I heard bubbling underneath. It felt like bacon is cracking. I pulled the pan up, and it's like 3 gallons of just grease just sloshing back and forth underneath there.
I will say, like, the power of Lone Star, though. I have caught mine. I've had 3 fires in mine, and it has never messed up.
I know, never. Dude. When you get that black smoke, that black smoke start going, you're like, oh crap.
Yeah, I mean, so the bigger problem for me, I mean, it's why I need a bigger smoker. But so let's go. The week before the Royal, I ran that Lone Star 72 hours straight, off for 10, 48 hours straight, off for 5, and 14 hours straight. And so mine, like, is cleaning like every other day. I cook a lot in pans. People make fun of me because I'm cooking in pans a lot, but dude,
the reason there's nothing wrong pan cooking.
Well, but you gotta think what I'm doing. I'm trying to put as much liquid in those meal prep containers as I can. So if I'm doing 32 butts, every one of them are in a pan, half pan, and I'm literally keeping it fat separate all of that I can, so I can put a 1/4 cup in every single container.
That's pure gold right there.
Yep. So it keeps that stuff fresh. That's why it's the best. People are like, man, this pulled pork's better than stuff we're getting fresh today. I'm like, yeah, because it's not dried out.
Exactly. That's the thing about pulled pork. Like you said, I'm a barbecue guy. Do you enjoy eating barbecue, or you just like cooking it?
Oh, I love it.
See, I don't like eating it. I love cooking ribs. I hate eating ribs. Like,
oh yeah. Well, no, I am that way. Like, I'll eat 1 rib, 1 bite of brisket. I love eating it and tasting the flavor, but I'm not eating it as a sit-down meal. Like, I'm not gonna sit down.
If anybody's like, you want to go to a barbecue restaurant,
no. Sushi, man. Sushi's that's my food.
Salad and sushi. Come on now. Yeah. This body was not built on salad, though. Let's just be honest.
I love tasting good barbecue, though.
It's really good, and there's a big difference. Like barbecue, it's like it's really good or it's really bad, and I won't tell anybody any different. If you go to somebody's house, you're like, and once they know you're a barbecue guy, and like you do stuff, like everybody wants you to try your food, and like most of it's terrible. And I'm telling people like, this is really good.
Yep.
I'm sure you being in the pastor background, everybody's trying to feed you.
Yeah. And I'll be like,
yeah, that dude, so let's talk about the church, the pastor, because I know like I know how my pastor is, and like when people find out that he likes to cook or he's one thing, they want to like let you try their special sauce. And tell me about some of the best and some of the worst you've had in that church experience.
We got to start with the worst. I mean, I've had some of the driest, like most pale brisket I've ever had. Because people are like, man, my uncle grew up in Texas. I know how to cook brisket. I'm like, no, you don't. Like throwing it in the oven or crock pot after being in the smoker, like not wrapping it, like all this crap. I have had. I'll tell you what, man. There's an old lady in our church here. She makes some of the best smoked chicken I've ever had. And I don't cook on an egg. She cooks on. This lady's like 70. She cooks on a green egg. And she cooks chicken quarters better than anybody. I don't know how she gets the skin so crispy and the inside so juicy all the time. So that's some of the best. But man, I've had dry brisket. I've had boiled ribs.
That's a crime. That's a hate crime
too. Is like seasonings. People will send me. I get a lot of seasonings, a lot of sauces, especially like I do some reviews, and man, like people know because I won't lie. But I just won't post the video. Like somebody will send me a seasoning and they're like, are you ever going to post that video? I was like, I may get around to it someday. That really means it sucks and I ain't posting this because I don't want to make you look bad.
I know. I thought about doing that. So having the platform I'm on, we do the show, the interview show, and I want to do some more stuff on there and just do some silly stuff. But I thought about doing like rub reviews and stuff like that and sauce reviews. But I don't know, as a viewer, I think almost doing the bad reviews would be almost, it would be funnier than the good reviews. I mean, good reviews like, yeah, it's good. Bad reviews would be like, I don't know.
Yep.
Maybe it's bad. If it's bad, you leave out the name, like you blurred the name.
Yeah. Or I think for you could do it. For me, it's like, I'm a nonprofit. I'm trying to for this stuff. I mean, if I took you on the other side of this wall right here, I mean, literally, I think I have a picture of it. I probably have 160 bottles of seasoning in my laundry room right now. And every bit of it will go. I mean, like, this is my laundry room right now.
Like, dude, you look at it.
It's an Ace Hardware. I mean, literally.
Did you rob an Ace Hardware? I mean, do we need to like?
I mean, look at it. It keeps going. Like,
that's crazy.
That's like maybe 2 months worth of stuff for me. So people are like, why do you have so much? Man, that's how much I go through. Think about it. I mean, trying to do 10, 15, 20,000 pounds. And so even if it's bad, I can doctor it up and make it good and make it go on some chicken and pork and stuff going out the door. And
you can put anything on board.
Oh yeah. When I love like trying all kinds of different people's stuff, like some of the best barbecue sauces I found have been on little dudes on TikTok. There's a guy I was talking to earlier today. There's a guy, he's got a seasoning or sauce bottle, GQ barbecue. He's got this honey jalapeno sauce, one of the best barbecue sauces, and nobody knows who he is. So like, I feel like my part of in the thing I'm in is like, how can I elevate these no-name guys?
Sure.
And like now I'm able to use it and show people like this stuff's really good. Go buy it. Well, guess what? GQ just gotten 6 Ace Hardwares here in Indianapolis because I said, hey, put this dude in. We need to get his name out there.
That's awesome. That's cool. So I've had some crazy, terrible. Anytime I go somewhere, they're like, hey, we got some pulled pork. And I've never had great pulled pork. Have you ever had like fantastic pulled pork? It's always meh.
Yeah.
It's always mid.
Pretty good. Yeah. I've never had good from anybody else. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's like I've had fantastic chicken. I've had fantastic brisket. But I'll be honest with you, brisket's not in my top 3 as far as one of the beef products on barbecue. I mean, I like
ribs,
plate ribs, or give me some tri-tip or something like that. I mean, it's so much better stuff out there.
I'm a picanha guy, man. Give me some picanha or some bavette, some Denver steak, man.
Give me a damn pot roast. I mean, I like a dang pot roast.
I'm not a pot roast guy.
You're not a pot roast guy? Oh man, that's one of my like. My wife makes pot roast and mashed potatoes. Oh, daddy's a happy boy.
Oh man.
I'm a happy boy. I'm easy. I'm easy when it comes to that stuff, man. No, all right. So
judging that steak competition at the Royal, man, like that's the most steak I've probably had in my life. Like I'm not a big beef guy. I'm not a big steak guy. And so like eating 14 of the best steaks I've ever had in my life, I'm probably good for 6 months. So
you're so full too. Like, I bet you were just like, so, all right, let's talk. I'm gonna talk about the Royal, hang out with you guys over there at Smoking Woods. But, who was the guy that was on? So I gotta look up that grill or that fire pit / cooker you had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, we were over there that night and he was just throwing, I guess y'all took the steak trimmings and he just threw them on the thing. We were just sitting there eating. And, you know, I had 1 or 2 or 5 cocktails that night, and or 10.
I thought you were gonna say you had 1 or 2 pieces of steak. I was like, no, you didn't. You had a lot more than that.
Shut up, man. Do we don't need to broadcast that? No, I did. I had probably like 3 steaks. Well, I didn't know what I was doing. It's like he kept putting it out there. I'm like, all right, I'll try some, and I'd eat that, try some, eat that some more, and I'm like, by the time me and all my friends over there when we left, we were like, I'm miserable. Like I had like the meat sweats. I'm walking over to the trailer, like, I don't feel good.
Yeah.
But it's so good. Like, so tell me about the experience that you had cooking for the Royal. Like that y'all a whole lot of y'all had more stuff going on in y'all's little area than anybody at the Oregon or at the place.
And that was the goal. So I got to do that for this and for the World Food Championship. But like that's who I want to be. Like I'm not the comp dude. I'll do my comps. I'll do 3 a year, the little ones, the charity ones.
They're fun.
I like to go feed the people. And so we did our VIP party. So we took Snake River Farms brisket, made some enchiladas out of them.
Yeah, that's good.
They were super, super popular. I think we rolled 200 enchiladas and they were gone in like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But we did a lot of demos. That was the thing, is not just doing demos for the public or for the people, but just showing like different things. Like I do a lot of like weird stuff. I do a lot of bacon wrapped carrots. I do a lot of like
those are really good, by the way.
Yeah.
Love your 2 or 3
people. Those are, it's something different. Like not most barbecue dudes like, hey, I'm gonna just do meat on meat, you know. But like those carrots are bomb. You get a little bourbon and a little bit of grade A maple syrup, base those carrots. Like it's no secret. Like I'll tell everybody what I'm doing. But I think for us, like it was like we want to show the presence of what a small company is. Smoky Woods, small company. Hey, we're just gonna make friends. And I think if for now on, you know, like, hey, Smoky Woods, good people, they're gonna take care of you, and they provide great product. That wood, we had so many people, so many high-end guys that got calls using our wood during the Royal, and knowing that like every stick is going to be the same. Every pellet's going to be the same. It's going to be good quality stuff, and that we're a fun place to come hang out with. So our booth was the party zone for a couple of days. You got Big Jake there, you got Miss Tootsie there, you got some guys just serving up food. We made what was that cream cheese dip stuff I made, man? That was
vanilla white. Yeah, man, I gained 20 pounds from you guys. It was like I weighed today. I gained between so I just got done with deer camp today. And between the Royal and deer camp, I gained 7 pounds. And
I bet half of it was that cream cheese dip.
Oh my God. That and the Alpha Oven, that s'mores pizza, that was so good. I mean, everything over there was fantastic. I was trying to think, y'all had something. You had the steak and you had the enchiladas, you had the cream cheese dip and the pizza. I mean, y'all had so much good food. It was it was nonstop awesomeness over your way. And like you said, man, you've definitely made me a big fan of the Smoking Woods products and the guys. I mean, the guys were fantastic, and you know, I didn't know them from Adam, and you know, they were very welcoming. And you know, whenever I mentioned Spotted Cow, they just opened the doors.
And I would say, well, here's the deal: is like I never met Derek or Ed or any of those guys until that event. I've dealt with somebody else. Somebody else knew who I was, helped me get there. But it was like family, man. They were like, man, you've repped our brand. I mean, I've posted videos probably every day for years for them. And that's it's been amazing, is like, that's how the doors get open. And so that's what's helped us do what we do. It goes back to that, you know?
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you that, because I've kind of dealt with this barbecue's not cheap. So you always try to get sponsors and try to get your name. I mean, part of the reason why I do the show is to get my name out there and kind of open doors I wouldn't have before. Like approaching some of these people, and because the biggest question I get PM to me and stuff like that is about sponsorships. Like, how do you get sponsors, or how do you do this? I mean, that's the question I'm sure you get all the time too.
Yep.
And I mean, I know what I say, but like, what would you say as far as like somebody looking to do that? Just, I mean, like use their product and know their products, and then just communicate with them or reach out to them.
Well, I very rarely ask at the beginning. I use the product. I'll promote it. I'll push it. I'll tag the big companies all day. I mean, I posted earlier buying all those stupid turkeys. Man, I tagged Meyer. I tagged Sam's. I know they ain't seen it, but if they see it 50 times, they may start seeing it.
Sure.
I think letting people know that you're there and you love the product and doing reviews for free, saying why you love it is the best thing. And then when you do start asking, if I get a no, I just say, oh, they're just telling me not yet. You're not there yet.
Sure.
And so don't take the no as a no. It's just a not yet. You're just not there yet. And so build that product and stay in your lane. I think too many people in the barbecue world are trying to be all over the place. You're trying to be somebody different than you really are. Every video I do, I'm the same dude. Like I don't try to put on some fake personality in any video. Like just keep being you. And but I think it's proving the products and trying everything. Like thermometers, man, I'm gonna have I got 5 different ones laying here. Every T there is, the cheap ones, the high end ones, use them all. And like I think I am in a weird niche market of being a nonprofit. Like every big company could sponsor me because I am doing good with the stuff. So I think I do have a little bit different in there. And so because like a couple of people will be like, how do you cook on 3 different smokers? I'm like, man, like all three of them send me free stuff. Well, guess what? They know that I'm using it to put out free food. Like there is a difference. So don't try to put somebody else up on a pedestal. Like everybody is in the barbecue world is just real people, real talk. And then the big thing I always say is don't try to build a platform. Just try to be you. Like I think like I tried posting 3 times a day on TikTok to try to build a platform. Dude, I bombed. I failed. And then I just started doing lives and just my wife and I do a Sunday night live on TikTok every Sunday night where we just cook for our family. And we've gained more followers from just being real people, real conversations, real talk than anything else we've done.
Yeah. I feel like, and you know, I'm guilty about going down the TikTok black hole sometimes. You know, you're just like scrolling. But the lives is what cracks me up. Like a lot of these people that you see their lives are literally just them hanging out or doing their job and stuff like that. I literally one time watched this person work at a cash register at a gas station for about 10 minutes. They're literally just doing the day. I'm like, why am I watching? Why is this entertaining me? But I think it's the human condition. Just love watching other people doing everyday lives. It's kind of just like background noise for them.
Well, and I think that's the way, like, even videos have changed. Like, I mean, I have the high-end crap because I've had the high-end stuff for years because I used to have to do so many church videos. Man, the videos that I take with just my stupid phone and my face in front of it going down the road gets more views. Like, people want the real personality now. And so I think if you're trying to get sponsored, like, just keep being you. And eventually it's going to take hold. I mean, I've been doing this for 3 years and I'm just now at like 10K followers. Like, I've been trying, you know. It's going to happen when it's supposed to happen.
Isn't it crazy though? Like when it comes to followers, like you'll go from just trickle. You will usually, it depends on like what platform you are. Usually you'll get, you know, a big surge at the front and then trickles, and then something that's usually something stupid or something you had no anticipation of it being big will just, you know, skyrocket your followers and stuff like that. It's like you said, you can't pre-plan it no more. It's not like these big productions. Like a lot of these barbecue guys you see on TV do have big productions. It's all, you know, they're trying to get the highest quality videos and stuff like that out there. But some of my favorite ones are just walk arounds or just like you said on the phone. Of course, I mean the phones nowadays have fantastic cameras, but as long as you got good audio quality and you have your phone, you're fine.
Yeah, what I would say, I enjoy doing lives. I pop in if you're on TikTok out there watching, like I'm on a live every day on somebody's live. I was just on Thyron, you know, do the one barbecue showdown. Like,
yeah, he's a good dude, Thyron Matthew.
Yeah, he's on TikTok on live all the time now. Me and him just always we keep talking about we're going to cook together. Like we're going to figure out he's going to come help me and we're going to feed some people. Like those, that's when you see. I mean, even no matter what your opinion is on Dano popped in one of our lives the other night. Like, dude popped in and was talking like. But that takes the people that people put on a pedestal and just like totally makes them a human. Like they're real deal. They want everybody to grow and everybody to be better.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you see these, we all have these people that we see on TV or, you know, a lot of barbecue pitmasters. You know, how a lot of the big barbecue guys got their start. Like Fergie got their start there. Like Mo got their start. The Myron, I mean, Tuffy. They all made their career on, you know, something like that. Just they caught lightning in a bottle and ran with it. Yeah. Same thing with Thyron. I mean, he's, you know, he got on air. Now I'm seeing him on 3 different shows. You know, once you get that network, it's all about just catching, you know, being the right place, right time. But yeah, no, it's cool. On the barbecue people, they're all real people. Like, you know, it's I see some people, especially at the Royal, like there's some huge names there, and I've seen some people like out in the corner like looking like, oh, that's such and such. I'm like, dude, go say hi to them or go introduce yourself. So I'm like, they're just normal people. And I feel like sometimes you put people on pedestals.
That's a funny story too. So we were with Miss Tootsie, and this dad was like, oh my gosh, it's Miss Tootsie. And so Jake and I are standing there, and the kid goes, but Dad, there's Big Jake. And I was like, Jake, listen to that conversation. He's like hiding his head. It's so funny.
You're
talking about the generations of people, you know, of kids watching Jake. You know, I grew up watching Hey Girl Hey and Meat Church, you know,
Steve Vanover and Matt Pittman and stuff like that. Malcolm Reed. I mean, it's funny to me, man. It's like, it's not the TV stars anymore, man. It's YouTube. Like, YouTubers are bigger than TV stars now. YouTubers and TikTok. I mean, I literally bought. It sounds terrible. It's not the only reason I bought it, but they're only. So I have a Tesla now, and I bought my EV. You ever see that EV Auto on TikTok? He sells Teslas. Yeah. I literally bought mine from EV Auto.
You just want to meet him?
Yeah, it's funny. It's like he literally just opened one in Brentwood, which is not too far from me. And I'm like, I just randomly have him. I'm like, this is hilarious. I've literally watched his videos all the time. I'm like, well, I guess I'm getting a car.
Well.
Yeah.
But it's because you've connected to a person, and that's what the platforms are. Yeah.
You ever have people like they see you on your platform on TikTok, whatever, and you meet you in person, and they talk to you like they've known you for years? I feel like you ever done that? Like, you feel like you have a personal connection. You feel like you know these people in real life because you watch them for so long.
And it's weird. That, I mean, I'm not anybody big, so that just happened to me that the other day. I was two stories. I was at a coffee shop. A lady. It's like, hey, my husband watches you all the time. Can I take a picture with you? And I was like, this is kind of weird. But then I was at a high school football game. So I have high schoolers. So like, we do this Sunday Night Live. So my kids, all their friends want to come over on Sunday night because they know we're cooking.
Right.
Well, I was at a high school football game, and this kid came up to me. He's like, hey, aren't you the smoking pastor? And I was like, yeah. He goes, oh, can we take a picture? My grandpa loves you. And I was like, your grandpa? Oh, man.
hey, any demographic, baby. Any demographic.
But it is people are building a connection with people, especially locally. Like, I do a lot with Ace Hardwares here. So I do a lot of live demos. I mean, I'm doing live demos on Black Friday here at 4 different stores throughout the day. And but it also puts you on a level like, that is what I say is good, needs to be good, because people are really listening, and they're listening to my advice. And I'm like, oh crap, like, this food better not be bad.
Yeah, no, that's more nerve wracking than competitions, man. I feel like I've done like live demonstrations before, and I get more nervous doing those than I ever do like cooking a Royal. Like, I'm more nervous doing a live demonstration. I'm like, this better not suck, because it's like I like, if you do a live demonstration and people have your food, like, ooh, and we're like,
well, that's the problem I'm at, is I'm doing more of those now, and I'm cooking on stuff that I've never cooked on. I had never cooked on any of that crap at the Royal. I've never cooked on any of those things. By the last day I was cooking on that O-Fire, but you see me I poured eggs on it. Like,
that's awesome, dude. Well, it's one thing, fire, heat. I mean, it's just different sources.
And don't be afraid to mess up. You're gonna burn something. It's all right. Like, man, like I always say in barbecue, like, none of us are expert. Everybody's a learner. Everybody's a learner.
Absolutely. I mean, the best way to learn is through failure, and I've failed a lot.
Yep.
So
I fail all the time.
Speaking of that, one of my favorite things to ask some of our guests, like, give me one of your best barbecue failure stories, like something you tried and you just failed miserably.
So we were getting into doing videos, and I wanted to smoke a bunch of desserts, and so we're doing like a live, and we smoked cinnamon rolls, but we smoked the actual rolls. I'll tell you how we fixed that now, but like, I thought, man, like 250 for like an hour and a half will be perfect. Let's roll some pecan and some apple. Great, man. That was the most bitter crap I've ever had in my life. And I'm on camera, and I'm like gagging, spitting it out. Well, I didn't realize that my wife was taking it to our neighbors, and it was like one of those slow-mos, like, no, running across the street, like, don't eat that. It is horrible. And so now, like, we've learned, like, we don't smoke the cinnamon roll. We smoke the caramel topping. That stuff is bomb pouring on top. Like, but that's the thing, is like, you got to play. Like, man, guess what? Dough, you want to smoke for about 20 minutes. That's about it.
Yeah. There's a reason why it's hot and fast. I mean, dough, you can't go low and slow on dough.
Yeah. But feeding my neighbors bad cinnamon rolls, that's a bad one.
Yeah, no, I love feeding my neighbors. Like whenever I do rib, like practice before season starts off, I'm always like just bringing, like a lot of people when new neighbors move in or you move in, you bring them cookies or something like that. I'm bringing them racks of ribs because A, I need to practice, and B, I don't want to eat them.
That's where God has a sense of humor. My neighbors on both sides are Jewish, and I think they really get mad at me because I cook a lot of pork.
No, nothing, no pork.
Want some beef ribs? Here's some plate ribs.
I don't know. God does have a sense of humor.
I'm building.
I've had fantastic neighbors. I've been so blessed. I've had fantastic neighbors my entire life. Everywhere I go, I've had just fantastic salt of the earth neighbors. I'm building a house now, and my neighbor that's close to me, it's terrible. And so I finally rolled craps or rolled sevens on the crap table because I'm like I want to bring some food and I'll do all this and but now I heard one of my plumbers, he said something funny, it was hilarious. He goes, man, you got to treat them like that State Farm commercial. I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, like a good neighbor, stay over there. And I'm like, yep, that's what you got to do, man. That's what you got to do. You stay over there, I'll stay here. I'll be cooking my own meats. But I read those stories sometimes about, I don't know where it was. It was like Australia or England. I think it's England, that they had somebody that was a neighbor that was a vegan, and that's enough said. But
it's a challenge.
They called the cops on them because they said the barbecue smoke interfered to ruin their gagging, and it was ruining their day or whatever. I'm like, y'all would hate me. I would invite all my comp buddies over, like, hey, we're having a big practice.
Yep.
I don't know. People are crazy, but no. So tell me, about the TikTok social medias, because that's something like I need to get better at. And is it kind of a job? Have you kind of have to like train yourself and like, hey, I need to record this, or hey, I need to do this, because I'm like at the Royal prime time grade A content location. I did 3 lives, and I sucked so bad.
And that's a thing that I've realized. If I want good content out of an event I'm at, I've got to have somebody go do it, because you're not going to do it. Like, at least that's my take. I don't know. Somebody out there may be an expert at it, but when I do a big event, I just have somebody follow me around, because I am not going to record very well, or I'm just going to put a camera up and just record everything, and what it gets, it gets. But for the rest of the time, I'm filming anything and everything I can. That way you always have content. I'm bad about posting is my problem. Like, I'm not a detailed person, so I don't ever plan my posts. And if you don't have a plan, you're never going to post anything. That's part of the problem. So what I've realized is I have to post first thing in the morning, something usually out the door, out the gate. And then if I get to a second post, or I try to go live, I do something in the evening. So that's just what has worked for me. And so you got to find what works for you. These dudes that are posting 20 videos a day, that's crazy. Like, you can't do that. And then you're going to set up an expectation that people expect you to do that. And so you got to figure out what works for you. Like, I'm not that great at it either. Like I said, I mean, but don't judge on just followers either. I think that's when you were talking about followers earlier, like we did 1 million views one month between lives and videos. And I had like 8,000 followers, but when we go do a free food event, there's no joke. Sometimes 26, 30,000 people that are watch our live because they love, I mean, you're obviously pulling some heartstrings. Let's be honest, like feeding people for free. But what they're doing is they're finding out who we are and what we're about.
Yeah.
And they're seeing it. And when I go live in an event, they're seeing me really do what I'm saying I'm doing. So,
yeah. Well,
but the problem is like, you can't interact with it. That's the problem, is when you're on live like that, I'm bad because I won't ever talk to the stupid camera. So then I usually get a puzzle piece and don't even know I got a puzzle piece. So
I know. Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's I gotta figure out how to go live on. I don't do the TikTok-y. I need to do TikTok because
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, I need to get on. I need to get better because I need to do clips. I need to have all these content from the show and do clips and stuff.
Well, and that's what I was just on Pitmaster podcast. What's his name?
Andy Lujan.
And he realized, he's like, he did not know, and now I've watched him. He's picked up 3 or 4 guys from TikTok. Like, there is a whole barbecue network. There's a live every morning. We all follow this dude named PW. He's blind. He barbecues blind. Like, he's like almost 100% blind and barbecues. And he does this coffee talk, and it's just a funny, like everybody's making fun of each other, talking about what they're cooking that day. And what it's done is it's brought together a whole group of people. You would love it. And there's like dudes in there that you don't even know have sauce and seasoning or have some stories. Like there's a dude in there that has more world championships than anybody knows. They don't even have a clue, but they're all from a long time ago. And so like he's one of those dudes, like when he speaks, you listen because he doesn't talk a lot, you know.
That's right.
You're like all of a sudden you find out like this dude is legit, and he works at a bottling company, bottling sauce and seasoning. So yep.
No, it is funny. I mean, like you said, you don't know who's watching. You don't know what magic thing is going to do to kind of put your name out there. But man, I'm so impressed with what you do and how you have taken your faith and putting it into actually feeding the people. It's one thing for somebody to say well, hey, I'm going to pray for you. But it's another thing for you to say, hey, I'm going to pray for you and feed you. God says he wants to put action to your words, and that's what you're doing. So man, I think it's a fantastic thing. And
our goal is like I don't ever preach to anybody. Every now and then I'll ask them if I can pray for them, but like our goal is like show love, just be there for them.
I mean, that's the best way to spread the word, spread the love is just be there for people. And there's not a better way to be there for somebody than feed them.
Yep.
I mean, so well, man, I appreciate you coming on so much. It's such a blast hanging out with you and at the Royal. And I definitely need to figure out a way to, especially being a Kentucky fan in the hostile state of Indiana.
Yeah, man,
dude, you got to be dodging stuff up there. But man, I appreciate everything you do, and I definitely want to link up and try to figure out somebody that we can help you. Awesome. Do every little bit helps, I'm sure, but help you keep reaching your goals. But man, this is the time of show where I want you to kind of do your plugs and let people know where they can find you and all that jazz.
Yeah, man. So our website's on the screen, smokingpastorproject.com. You can buy product there. You can also donate. Like every little bit helps. I mean, it really does. Like I said, I'm bad about asking. But those monthly donations make a big difference. It could be $10 a month, $5 a month, $20 a month. I mean, there's big numbers on our screen just because we have a lot of corporate people. But what I've realized is that's the bread and butter to a nonprofit. It's because that guarantees how much meat I can put in a pantry every month. So if I have 100 people doing $5, I know I can provide pork for 2 pantries or whatever it is. At $1 usually we'll put, or $5 will usually put at least 2.5 pounds of meat in a food pantry that's out the door, totally done, dropped, everything, which is crazy to think that I can fully cook probably for what you're buying it for. We average about $2.70 a pound out the door, done. So, but you can we have sauce seasoning on there. We have fire starters. Like if you know what the burn bags are, they're pretty sweet. I got some right here.
Show somebody. He gave me a little. Yeah, he gave me one of those little sample ones, and man, they work great.
Yeah, so these little burlap bags, they are filled with paraffin wax and pellets, and they'll burn for at least 22 minutes. And so this is what I light charcoal chimneys with. I actually just lit my fireplace inside because my kids were in there freezing right before I jumped on here. They work really good. You can message me, or man, I'm always like, I white label this from Burn. You can go check out his website, burnfirestarters.com. Awesome dude. Met him on TikTok. Now I have these bags, so I hand these out like business cards. So if you ever see me out in public, usually I have a truck of these. But they come in 2-pound and 10-pound bags. If you want to buy these, you can message me on any social media at Smoking Pastor, and I will send you pricing. And then we have seasoning and sauces that are on our website. We got a peach sauce that's really good. Actually, we just switched new manufacturer, and we were using peach extract. Now we're pureeing peaches, and it's a bomb peach sauce. I'm telling you, it's the one sauce I would say we have is really, really good. The other stuff we just
it's like a sweet sauce or a sweet heat or
sweet peach. It's just sweet.
Oh,
it's not super sweet. It's just a good peach sauce. Peach is my favorite. And so if I was going to have a sauce, I want peach.
Yeah. Peach and pork.
And we do so much pork.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, they go together like peas and carrots. But well, man, thank you so much for coming on. Like I said, that fire starters, guys, check that stuff out. It's fantastic. I used it to start our pits at the Royal. Actually, he gave me one, and we started the pits with them. So they really do work. They really are awesome. And like I said, guys, please, if you can, give and help this guy out. Like I said, you know, a lot of these people that are asking, you know, charity stuff, you don't know what they're going to. This guy's putting everything into what he says he is. So, I mean, definitely, especially around the Christmas time. Please help him out and support him for everything he does. But man, thank you so much for coming on the show, dude. I truly appreciate it. And like I said, I definitely need to find a way for us to link up and see if we can make something happen.
I'll say, as you're asking stuff, man, if y'all are in an area that needs help, let me know. Maybe we can link up and I can come help, and we can do what we're supposed to be doing. And we are, some people ask, we are a 501c3 nonprofit. So corporations and stuff like that, if you got somebody, man, they need that tax write-off at the end of the year.
I mean, end of the year, guys. I mean, you got some money jangling. You know, it's a good way to do it. So, all right, buddy, man. Thank you so much for coming on, man. I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. And brother, good luck with everything, man. Go Cats.
All right, yeah, go Cats.
That's right. See you, buddy. Well, guys, that's our show, man. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry we had such a long delay in between videos, but I promise you I'll be here for the foreseeable future moving forward. But, man, that was a great show, and I appreciate all you guys for hanging out with me and listening. And like I said, if you enjoy what you're hearing and enjoying what you're seeing, please, dude, please just, you know, give us a follow, give us a share, give us a like. I mean, anything like that lets me know that you appreciate what we're doing, and we appreciate you guys. So, all right, guys. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, when it comes to barbecue, make sure you're always right on.
That's all, folks.